Good afternoon. This is Kent Warner, and I believe this is episode 7 of Amazing Road Finds, and we have found a lot this past month. I'm going to start off with two of my Craftsman small 1/4-inch drive sockets. I got a 5mm and a 1/4-inch drive socket off of Davis Gap Road. Found both of them together. They had to have probably come out of the same toolbox, both Craftsman. Came out, found them off of Davis Gap. A lot of people here in Raven County know where Davis Gap is. Then I found an 8mm 1/4-inch drive socket. Not real sure where I found this one, but I did find this one this particular week. Actually, I think I did find this one in Athens. Now that I think about it, I found this one in Athens, Georgia. And I found this 10mm 3/8" drive socket in Holyfield Connector. Found this one on Holyfield Connector. Actually had a couple people stop by, ask me what I was doing. I said I was picking this up. They thought I'd broke down on the highway or something and were gonna give me a ride. But I found this one on Holyfield Connector. I found a 14mm deep well drive socket. This is a 14mm 3/8" deep well drive socket. I found this one in Athens too, while I was walking to the Notre Dame game. Now this is a lot of times when I find tools, this is what they look like. This is a 9/32 on a 3/8 1/4-inch adapter on a 3/8" long extension for drive sockets. So we have an adapter, a 9/32 inch socket, and it looks like about a 2.5-inch 3/8" drive extension, all put together. And if you'll notice, the socket and definitely the extension are extremely rusted. I haven't tried to get them apart. I'll probably try today to get these apart. Now, probably one of the more interesting finds, a pair of pliers. Nice pair of needle nose pliers. Found these at Cape San Blas. Walking down the beach, I was fishing, found them at Cape San Blas, and they'll certainly come in handy. Probably go and buy a fishing box later on. Also have a this is made by Husky. This is a 3/8" drive Allen wrench drive socket. Found this, I'm trying to think exactly where I found this. I believe I found this in Clayton, in the town, right downtown Clayton by one of the stoplights. Now, I've been asking this question, and I might get my camera person to zoom in on this. But I've been asking this question for a long time. How does money fall out of cars? Got 3 big quarters here, and you can see how badly they've been damaged. I got some nickels here, some pennies, some dimes. This one here has been cut completely in half. It's been run over so many times. But my question I've been asking people is, how's all this money? You know, I find this money usually when I'm getting out and picking one of these sockets up. I find all this money, and how does this fall out of a car? There's a dime, just about worn out to nothing. You can barely see Roosevelt's head on that. But how does money fall out of cars? The only conclusion I can come is there must be a lot of holes in cars, and when people drop money on the floor of their cars, the money falls on the floor, then eventually through the hole, and then out onto the road, and I find it. But how I found this, I mean, there's a $1.50 worth here in my hand that I just picked up, usually when I'm picking up these tools. Like always, I want to say, you know, if you ever try to do this, be very careful. I mean, I wouldn't advise anybody to try it. I'm real careful when I do it. Usually park someplace safe if I'm in my car or if I'm just walking. I'll go look at these places, but it can be dangerous if there's a lot of cars on the highway. Best to do this when there's light traffic. But these are just some more of the road finds that I found this past September, and the money that I have found with them, and I just wanted to record this for episode 7. And like always, I don't know if she'll come get it from me. I am going to put it in her cubby, but the money always goes to Miss Lucy Warner. Lucy, you want to come get the money? Here she comes. She's been looking at some videos. Miss Homecoming Court, Lucy Warner, 2019. She's going to put all that money in her.
Class 2020.
2020. Oh, okay. She's going to put that money into her cubby. Thanks again.
It's a lot of money, though.
It's a lot of money. Thanks again for watching episode 7. Bye, folks.